Unit we've been looking at addition and subtraction, and we started with money, and now we've moved into different types of ideas, making change, looking at base 10 blocks, and now we've gotten into graphic organizers. Well, we're going to go back to that first graphic organizer we used in this lesson, in this unit, which is our change organizer, and we're going to be looking at change organizer through the thermometer. Now, here's a thermometer. Now, with our thermometer, we do have two different units. We have the U.S. customary unit of Fahrenheit, and we have the metric unit of Celsius. Now, Celsius is on a 0 to 100 for water. The Fahrenheit is 32 is freezing for water, and 112 is boiling. Now, how a thermometer works is down here you see these purple kind of liquids. Well, as they get hotter, the liquid expands and it goes up the thermometer. As things get colder, the liquid contracts and goes down on the thermometer. Well, a thermometer and temperature is the perfect thing to use when looking at change. Think about our temperature in the past week. We've gone from 60 degrees today to negative 20 degrees on Wednesday. So we have huge changes in our temperature, especially here in Indiana. Well, we're going to use that to look at some change problems. Now, here is our change diagram again, where we've got our start number. We find out what our change is, and we get our end number. Now, it all depends on how we read the question. So it says it was 50 degrees at 9 a.m. Well, that's obviously going to be my start. That's when we begin. So in my start, I'm going to write 50 degrees. And it's 70 degrees at noon. Well, it doesn't say it went up 70 degrees or down 70 degrees. It tells me that 70 degrees is what it was at. So that's got to be my end. So we're looking at what are the changes. So let's look. At my start, my end, I went up. So I'm going to have to add. But I don't know what I'm adding. So to find that out, we can go back to our fact families. Because remember, three numbers work together to create a number model and work to create a fact family. So I can take 70 and subtract 50 from it, and that will give me my change. And when I do 70 minus 50, I get 20. So let's take a look at another one. So here it says it was 40 degrees at 6 o'clock. Well, that's going to be my start because that's where it says I'm starting. So we're going to start at 40 degrees. By 10 o'clock, the temperature had gone down 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Now this gone down part here tells me we're subtracting. What was the temperature at 10 o'clock? Well, we don't know what the end was. So that's what we're looking for. So our problem's going to be 40 minus 30, because we've got to write our number models to help us solve it. 40 minus 30, and when we do 40 minus 30, we end up with 10. So our ending temperature at 10 o'clock was 10 degrees. So you really have to pay attention with what is written in the problem. Now here will be another example. Now it says, if the temperature is 72 degrees and then goes down 20 degrees, so again, we're going down. As you see, we started at 72, we subtract 20, and when we do 72 minus 20, that gives us our new temperature, our ending temperature, which is 52 degrees. Now, here's another one. they've gone ahead and given us the problem. They're saying we're starting at 30. Now over here, they've given us another picture to help us use. Because you'll see the thermometer here starting at 30. We know that is changing by going up. That's what that plus means. So 30 plus 20 is our math problem. Well, if I start at 30 and go up 20, 10, 20, I'm going to end at 50 degrees. So my answer is, if I start at 30 and increase 20 degrees, it's going to be 50 degrees. So here's another one. My start, they tell me I'm starting at 40 degrees. My change is that I'm going down 10. So we need to find what the end is. Well, 40 minus 10 gives me the unknown. Well, if I start here at 40 and I go down 10, that takes me to 30. So my answer is 30. Let's take a look at one more. So again, we're starting at 70. They're telling my change is minus 20, so I'm going down 20. I'm going to use my organizer, and I'm going to end up at 50, because if I start at 70, 10, 20 gives me 50 degrees. Now you're going to do some practice with this on your own. So you're going to go do lesson temperature changes, which is page 125 and 126, because that's what our directions say. Complete 125 and 126 and turn it into Canvas. Now remember, once you've turned something into Canvas, you're going to have to pay attention to look. I'll make comments on it and I will actually grade it. So go back and look at some past assignments and see if I have any comments on it. But you're going to complete this page and then you are going to turn it in. Now, I'll take a look at it and make sure to check for those comments. This is what your homework's going to be tonight as well. Once you complete both these pages, go ahead and finish your math boxes as well.